because I know it's become a discussion topic around the city. And I know even though it had nothing to do with the IRP.
All right.
Brian
I don't even
Bowen
want to talk
scandal.
about the banner. Look, I know where you're going with this. All right. Look, I get people are on a high today.
Yeah.
So I'm annoyed by two things. I'm annoyed by the discussion of people who are annoyed by the discussion to the point where they're like, these events are not connected.
Even though that's what you're doing right now. That's what you're doing right now.
Everyone knows
you're
they're
being
not
the
connected.
I'm annoyed guy.
I'm annoyed by everyone else. Everyone is annoying me. I am very irritable. And I like.
Now you're really talking like a true father of a 9-month-old.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't need some person on Twitter to be the arbiter of what is related to the IARP case today and what isn't. We know. Everyone knows. You don't have to do your little fact checks on Twitter. We know. So let's just move on to the fact that Louisville fans today are on a high. They are buzzing from this result. They have dreaded this day for 5 years. 5 years they have dreaded what this would be. The assumption, literally right up until it came out today,
would be
I got emails from people off my newsletter wondering if they were going to get the death penalty. I mean, people were terrified, Jack. So let them have their day. They want to talk about the banners. Let them talk about the freaking banners.
Fair enough.
It matters to one group of people, Louisville fans, if they have a banner. It does not matter to anybody else if there is a banner in their basketball arena. So
the question is, do you think it'll happen at some point?
Yes, I think the banner will be back soon. I don't know if that's through legal action. I don't know if that's just from Louisville saying, F it, we're putting it up. I don't know if that's from the NCAA taking a step back from infractions altogether and saying, you know what, the vacation of records, who cares anymore? And they just go and I don't know. But I don't think think about it this way. This is how I'll frame this entire discussion. Think about all of the things that have transpired since the original news came out in 5 years. Okay. In 5 years, all of these different things, just for me personally, have a house, have a kid, got married, have worked multiple. I'm on my third full-time gig since 2017 for a variety of reasons, which I love. So don't take that the wrong way. Saw Rick Pitino in Belgrade, Serbia. We were talking about this earlier. Got to cover European basketball across the continent. I mean, all of these things. COVID-19, I got it twice. I've got 2 nieces now. I've got like all of these things. And Jack, you could sit there and run down.
I was a sophomore in college. When the Gatina Powell, I'll take it even a step farther. When the Gatina Powell scandal broke, I was a senior in high school, and I am now on my 3rd year out of college. That's how long the cloud's been over U of L.
Right. That's how long my point is, but here's my point. In those 5 years, so much has changed that I say, let's turn now. You pivot from here today to 5 years from now. And is it that crazy to say there's going to be some sort of like confederation of conferences that is like kind of they're left to their own devices, but they play for a championship at the end. And it's just the ACC, Big Ten. Like, it's not that crazy to think that the NCAA like doesn't exist in a few years. So that's my point is a lot could change very quickly. And that's why for me, it's easy to say, like, if you said by 2030, will the banner be back up? Will the famous national championship banner and the lesser discussed 2012 Final Four banner be up at the Yum Center? And my answer is yes. Within 5 years, I bet you a good amount of money that they will be up there. So let's talk though quickly, Jack. We've got a few minutes left here.
I apologize. I just figured that was something
it's a big talking point.
Worth hitting on. Because a lot of people care about that around.
I know. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. If I were a Louisville fan, I would care about it.
Geez, you're not a Louisville fan, Jeff?
I've been telling people for years, Jack. I've been trying to convince them for years, and they don't listen to me. I actually got in a very very heated one direction, and it was not me who was heated. Conversation with a very drunk Kentucky fan who is a friend of mine. This was like 3 or 4 years ago, who like refused to believe that beat writers covering any teams, for the most part, are taught to be objective. He really had a hard time with that whole concept, but he was so drunk. It was St. Patrick's Day. He was so drunk that all of the ways I tried to explain it, it just was not getting through. So I just had to kind of politely see if someone else would start taking bullets instead of me.